Yes, I know there is a problem. You have give less time to for bed. That is the reason you have missed many things. Otherwise you should not miss those things. Acha, paper 2 रे 169 आनिछ कम मार्क. The good thing is तमे देखो गोटे जिंस तमरो भलो कि शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन रे तमे सबुतरे भलो मार्क आनिछ 37 हैला. This is a positive thing. 37 35 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन रे. तो एबे जो हमरो 10 मार्कर 15 मार्कर 20 मार्कर आसीबो, in this you will get very good mark. तो तमरो 310 320 हे जिवो सबुतरे यदि तमे 10 मार्कर रे 6 15 मार्कर रे 9 20 मार्कर रे 12 13 आनिलो तमरो मार्क 320 हे जिवो. That is a good thing. Let's discuss question number 7. You always start with question number 7. Is there any किसी ता पछरे अछि कि? Discuss briefly device securing center state cooperation in India. Good question. Discuss briefly the device of securing center state cooperation in India. And question number 7, you got 28 mark. Hela, to tike bhalo hi no thibo sethi me 28 mark anicho. Let's see what is your answer. It is the lowest mark you get out of all question. Indian polity is characterized by the presence of dual polity, government at center and state. The Article 1 of Indian Constitution also put forward the union of state that signify the presence of state as well as working as a union. The division of power between state allows the state to individual federating unit. Thus, the mutual coexistence between center and state can be known from center-state relation, legislative, administrative, financial. The three powers are fundamentally enshrined in the Indian Constitution to provide protection to state from monopoly of center, legislative relation. Part X article, center state list, concurrent list, residuary power, state government make list. Article 3, Rajya Sabha, center can make emergency. Administrative relation. Again mu question को आसिबा को चाहूची. Devices for securing center state cooperation. देखो center state relation, legislative, executive, financial. The demand of this question is cooperation. How to ensure? Yes, this will be part legislative, executive, financial. But how to ensure cooperation between center and state? Hello, तो ता ऊपर टी फोकस करा हो. Administrative relation ठीक अछि. Article 365 Ujjwala scheme audit a financial रही था. Financial relation, Central State Finance Commission 41% provide state to PRA devolution of power, center to PRA, conflict between political conflict, presence of governor, delay in center assistant, administrative conflict. Sarkariya Commission, Punchi Commission, you have and this. ठीक है सरकारी कमिशन सेकेंड ईयर से बट आउ कोन कोन डिवाइस अछि देखो एठी भी क्वेश्चन टिके माने 28 सेति पे आसे छी 38 आसी पारि थांदा. Do you think what you have missed in this answer? Devices securing center state cooperation in India. Okay, everyone कोन होबो को? What are the devices? कोन कोन डिवाइस अछि जोटा के सेंटर स्टेट कोऑपरेशन को सिक्योर करूचे। You have missed, you have written center state relation, ठीक अछि माने कमीशन सरकारिया 25 ईयर से, but these are relation, center state cooperation को किए strengthen करूचे, what device strengthen सेटा लिखिथिले, you might get 38, yeah, that is नीति आयोग, zonal council, interstate council, yes, interstate council, zonal council, नीति आयोग, yes, finance commission লেখা হয়েছে, finance commission, NDC, although it is dysfunction, but yes, NDC also we can say a device. Center state administrative relation ভিতরে তুমি লিখি দিব, I am sure, আচ্ছা let's see, administrative relation, article 226, देखो administrative relation ভিতরে মু দেখুছি কোন কোন লিখিছ, article লিখিছ, guidance, president rule, appointment of governor to the state, गोटे ହେଲା second ARC, sorry, all India service, बाकी काहे central paramilitary force ହେଲା, CBI, ED, many things are there, audit, election commission, finance commission, देखो এটা finance commission হবো, UPSC, নো এটি দুই তিনটা পয়েন্ট মিস ହେଲା, and you need to explain, এটা তুমি লিখিয়ে না, হ্যাঁ देखो डिवाइस लिखिছি না, সেইথিপাই ডিভাইস, the devices for securing center state cooperation, देखो cooperation cooperative federalism, तो cooperative federalism रे किए नीति आयोग करूची, so এই এজেন্সি, these are the devices, তারপরে ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ devices of chief secretary conference, recently DGP conference ହେଇଛି ଜାଣିଥିବ गुजरात रे आई थिंक ହେଇଛି DGP conference, गुजरात की जयपुर रे ହେଇଛି DGP conference, these are, these, what is the DGP conference attended by prime minister, these to increase cooperation between center and state, so this you need to write that Niti Aayog, zonal council, interstate council, finance commission, NDC, এইটা লিখি দিলে 38 মার্ক আসতান্তা, ওকে, ভাবুଛି 28 କାହିଁକି ଦେଲା, 38 ଦେଇଥାନ୍ତା ସେ, देखो जेहेतु बाकी आंसर रे देइछि, द इवैल्यूएटर इज नॉट बायस्ड हैला, इवैल्यूएटर बाकी लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन रे तुमको 35 35 34 देइछि, एठी काहे कि 28 देला, माने मिनिमम लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन रे 34 मींस 6 मार्क तमरो कमी गला, 28 29 30 34, माने 6 मार्क कमीबा पछरे रीजन अछि, एंड फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन तमरो माने 50% रु कम हे कि भी बाकी सब क्वेश्चन रे तुमको मार्क देइछि, दैट इज अ ग्रेट थिंग, एथिरे स्टार्टिंग टिके फर्स्ट मैच रे टिके खराब परफॉर्मेंस हला, लास्ट पेपर 1 रे स्टार्ट रु छक्का चौका मारी दिलो, एथिरे फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन रे तमरो 48 48 आउट, अच्छा क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, explain the composition, function and role of estimate committee and public account committee in the process of parliamentary control over expenditure in India, नहीं सेटा खाली महाभारत रे हला, एठी हमको हरा हरी रो सिस्टम नाही, फास्ट बॉल रु ही मारिबार अछि लास्ट जाय, the Indian finance architecture of government of India is held by, नहले तमरो ब्रजेश आसी हेतांदा, तमरो 200 प्लस हे हेतांदा 180 रा, मु एबे बुझी पारुची कि why you got less mark, ହେଲା तमे देखो 225 मार्क आनिचो, तो मु तमे सेही रेंज रो 225 नहले भी 200 205, तो मु सबले भाबुतिली कि काहे कि कमी गला, 200 प्लस तमरो एवरेज स्कोर ऑलवेज, तो एठी कमीबा पछरे ओपीएससी रो दोष नाही, इट इज योर फॉल्ट माने मो तरफ रु इट इज योर फॉल्ट एट टिके कर देथिले 200 प्लस मार्क आसी जेतांदा एबे तमे ओएफएस हे जेतांदो हैला आ 20 मार्क आसी जेतिले यू गॉट ओडिशा फाइनेंशियल सर्विस एंड नॉट ओडिशा लेबर सर्विस छाड़ो जहां हेबार अछि बट मिस्टेक इज योर्स हैला Indian finance architecture of the government is held by and believe me मु क्लास रे कोन कहे सब बेले देखो आई एश्योर यू मार्क समस्त मन थी मु समस्त कहे तमे कॉपी आनो मु एठी इवैल्यूएट करबी आ तुमको प्रूव कर देबी कि तमे डिजर्व करछ एति कि मार्क कि कम आनिचो अधिक आनिचो I always said you in the class कि मु I assure your mark I guarantee your mark मु तमरो मार्क रो गारंटी नेबी केते बेले जेते बेले तमे मो हिसाब रे लिखिबो and if you are not satisfied bring your copy I will evaluate it and it is proved हैला and एटा मु आज भी रिट्रेट करछि समस्त सामना रे लाइव कि आई गारंटी योर मार्क मु जेमती जेमती कहूची तमे क्वेश्चन बुझी कि जदी सेमती लिखिबो आई गारंटी योर मार्क मु गारंटी दोची मार्क आनिबो आ बाकी एमती मिस करिवो जदी बॉल को तो आई कैन नॉट टेक योर अदरवाइज आई विल टेक योर फुल गारंटी अच्छा सो ए आंसर रे एस्टिमेट कमिटी और पब्लिक अकाउंट कमिटी सो फर्स्ट लेट्स सी कोन अछि तापर डिस्कशन करबा यस ब्रजेश लेबर कमिशनर होबो ओडिसा रो So Indian finance architecture of Government of India held by Finance Ministry in the Government of India. The Finance Ministry entrusted with formation of budget, financial transition of government through CAG. He makes accounting for future authority. The Finance Ministry aids the Administrative Ministry in making a budget estimate through new official within integrated financial advisor, the administrative and finance ministry conduct their internal audit CAG. CAG, bulwark of democracy. Sri B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of Indian Constitution, it audit the expenditure, Consolidate Fund of India, public account, Consolidate contingency fund. Thus, in short, guardian of public purse. The first शुनो starting टिके तुमको लिखिबार थिला कि कोन in India we have a responsible government. The executive is responsible to the parliament. And parliament make executive or administration accountable in financial means through CAG and different parliamentary committee. Got it? So that should be a proper starting. Because the answer is parliamentary control over expenditure in India. So this is as India we have a responsible government. Parliament make administration accountable. The executive is responsible to the parliament and parliament make administration accountable in financial means or parliament control over public expenditure through CAG. CAG is the main agency and different parliamentary committee. That's the thing. And estimate committee and public account committee here you need to explain. अरे बाय नाउ घुसी हिजवा कथा ए स्टेटमेंट माने 200 थर कहिथिबी रेस्पोंसिबल गवर्नमेंट किए कहा को इटा माने मु भाबुची कि इटा माने सीधा एग्जाम रे बाहरिबा कथा तमरो माने लाइन बाय लाइन फ्लॉलेस इनती इनती बाहरिबा कथा आउ केते घुसिबो सुनी सुनी मन रहिबा कथा इनती मूवी रो डायलॉग सब मन रहि जाउची the controlling so देखो ए वर्ष सेति पे मु एक्सपेक्ट करूची देखो लास्ट ईयर जेतु समस्त दीटा ऑप्शनल थिला देयर वाज अ डिफरेंट थिंग तो के ज्योग्राफी चक्कर रे पॉवेट पानी छिया कि एंथ्रोपोलॉजी चक्कर रे पॉवेट पानी छिया ए वर्ष जेतु किछि से सब किछि नाही तो मु एक्सपेक्ट करूची क्लास रो समस्त 300 प्लस अरे बिल्कुल आनिबो बिल्कुल आंसर छापिले माने मु जहा मोर मुख निश्रुत स्टेटमेंट जहा एठी कहूची जदि छापिलो आई ग्यारंटी 300 प्लस 300 प्लस न आनिले ना आनिछ माने भाबी दियो कि तमे ही भूल करिछ। ए वर्ष जे क्लास रो पिला 300 कम न आनुछ माने तमे ए प्रकार मिस्टेक करूछ व्हाट मिस्टेक ब्रजेश हैज कमिटेड। अदरवाइज 300 प्लस माने मते लागुची तो थुआ ए आंसर को देखले मते लागुची 300 प्लस माने माने मु आई कैन क्लेम कि हां 380 जाओ आराम रे जाओ माने जे आसो मो पाखु मु कहि पारुतबा कथा कि आशीर्वाद 300 प्लस जा पड़ा जेंति बाबा माने आशीर्वाद दियंती ना तथास्तु 300 प्लस तो मु भी सेमती 300 प्लस तथास्तु देकी समस्त को बटेवा कथा कि पवेट 300 प्लस जा बाकीटा देखो यू हैव टू राइट द वे आई डिक्टेट इन क्लास भूली जीव माने होबानी माने मु जहा जेमती मु मुहरु बाहरुची स्रोत सेमिति तमरो एग्जाम खाता रे बाहरिबा कथा इटी देखो स्टार्टिंग रेस्पॉन्सिबल गवर्नमेंट हबार थिला ठीक होचे छाड़ो controlling action of public administration is unavailable in India. Thus, CAG doesn't have controlling activity. Pro expenditure budget making. CAG, CGA both post facto activity. CGA maintain accounts. As public expenditure is involved in parliament, which is people's representation of democracy comes forefront. Parliament has created or prevailed the parliamentary committee. नेक्स्ट ईयर समस्त मार्क मु ग्रुप रे देबा कथा पबेड रे 300 प्लस थिबा कथा समस्त जहा हो न हो पबेड रे 300 प्लस एवरीवन माने एटा तमरो ऑब्लिगेशन मो प्रति गुरु दक्षिणा 300 प्लस मार्क आ किसी दरकार नै ओटे इगो ऊपर कथा आसी गरानी यार माने देयर इज इगो माने एमती होबा कथा समस्त जानिबा कथा कि हां दीपक सर को पाखरे पढिले 300 मार्क गारंटी मु ओटे मोर सेमती रेपुटेशन बनिया को चाहूची you people should help me maintaining that reputation कि हाँ सार को पाखे पढ़िले 300 मार्क आसी जीवो तमे आनो समस्त 300 मार्क एवरीवन एंड मु चाहू जे से रेपुटेशन मोर हो जहा क्वेश्चन आसु इरेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ एनी क्वेश्चन ओपीएससी 300 कही कही कि 300 मार्क आनिबा because the way we discuss things we deserve 300 plus mark मु गुडे मोर से रेपुटेशन चाहू छी so as public expenditure is involved माने देखो ब्रजेश ए क्वेश्चन टा भी माने मालुका ने मालुका तो प्री रे गारंटी नोची प्री माने मु चाहूची कि गुटे मोर सेमती रेपुटेशन हो कि हां नै नै मु चाहूची मोर सेटा गुटे विश कि समस्त जानतु कि हां दीपक सानो पाखे 300 पवेट आसी जीव बस आसीबो केमती मु तो सब कहि देबी तमे लिखिबा कथा ए ब्रजेश देखो तमे क्वेश्चंस आंसर के माने माने आई एक्सपेक्ट वेरी हाई फ्रॉम यू माने आंसर लिखी छ बट गुटे माने फ्लो हे नै public expenditure is involved parliament which is tapore parliamentary control over public expenditure public account estimate committee parliamentary committee public account committee से statement kahi CAG conduct audit on behalf of parliament CAG conduct audit of central government hela and CAG submit the audit report to president president table it before the parliament in parliament the three committee public account estimate and committee on public undertaking they study the audit report of CAG where is this statement Rajesh I haven't find this statement this statement nahi answer re सीधा तुम पार्लियामेंट्री कंट्रोल एक्सपेंडिचर आसी गलो तापर पब्लिक अकाउंट कमिटी अच्छा ठीक अछि रिसेंटली पीएससी सेलिब्रेटेड 100 ईयर composition role PSC each member enjoy a short tenure of 1 year parliamentary practice leader of opposition function study report analysis corruption wastage overspending PSC headed by leader of opposition Estimate committee established recommendation of Mathai, Jawaharlal Nehru government composition, acha role, function. The estimate from budget also thoroughly analyzed after parliamentary control over expenditure suggests the existing participatory democracy accountability. Second, ARC Birappa Moili report 14, improvement of financial management, crisis management, ethics in governance, capacity building. 34 ଦେଇଛି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ମାନେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ରିଫର୍ମ ଦରକାର ଥିଲା ଆନ୍ସର ରେ ହେଲା ଲେଖିଛ ସବୁ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ମାନେ ସିଏଜି କଥା ମେନସନ ହିଁ କରିନା ଗୋଟେ ଟାଇପ ର ଖାଲି ଲେଖି ଦେଇଛ ସିଏଜି करे बाकी लिमिटेशन एठी आउ टिके लेखा ଥିବା कि लिमिटेशन कोन and you have written this is estimate committee public account committee ର role and function ହେଲା limitation ହେଲା public account committee post mortem not involved in day to day function ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ ଲେଖିବାର ଥିଲା limitation estimate committee ର ବି ଆଉ public account committee ର ବି 34 mark ଆଉ ଟିକେ ମାର୍କ ବଢିଥାନ୍ତା 38 ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା question number 5D the principle of anonymity emphasizes that the permanent executive work from behind the scene discuss ଏଠି ପୁରା postmortem କରିଦେବି ମୁଁ ହେଲା ଯିଏ ବି ମାନେ କାହିଁକି what is the reason why you get less mark I will postmortem it ମାନେ line by line OPSC evaluator may be ତମ mistake ଧରି ପାରିବ ନାହିଁ but I can ମୁଁ ଧରିଦେବି କୋଉ ଲାଇନ ରେ କୋଉ mistake କରିଛ so this question is about anonymity acha ଦେଖିବା the civil servant should work anonymously from chaos and strip of politics this aid them to make reasonable decision this is background on which principle of anonymity is based on. The permanent executive civil servant work from behind the curtain without expectation of praise reward. Thus, this action is supported through doctrine of ministerial responsibility. The relationship between permanent executive and political executive based on true criteria. One is neutrality and anonymity. এটা এমনিতে start ହେଇଥିଲେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ବାକି ସବୁ ଠିକ ଅଛି the civil servant is immune from legal action on the conduct which follow official order the minister take the responsibility the permanent executive through acting on behalf of minister work as non-partisan professional who is expected to perform duty similar event come to limelight during 1957 when public money was used to buy private share LIC. Central government found a committee, Chagla Commission open Mundra case. Minister is bound doctrine of minister responsibility. Thus, minister held accountable. Minister resigned. The principle of anonymity protect the permanent executive from executive pressure and unpopular action. But it is also true that satisfaction of positive action by product and report personal administration. कौन पर्सनल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रेकमेंडेशन तो लेख से 11 मार्क देछि हैला इंट्रोडक्शन टिके आउटस्टैंडिंग हेबार थिला न्यूट्रलिटी एनोनिमिटी व्हाट इज एनोनिमिटी तापरे थ्योरिस्ट ने मिसिंग मोहित भट्टाचार्य अरे कम से कम मोहित भट्टाचार्य नाम तो देटी देखिबा कथा मोहित भट्टाचार्य सेड दिस इज एनोनिमिटी ना anonymity मोहित भट्टाचार्य ना after that civil service anonymity you have defined ministerial responsibility MC Chagla ethi au all India service conduct rule 2014 re amendment heitila not personal administration actually this is fourth report ethics in governance re second year se recommend government to take various initiative to ensure anonymity of civil servant. 2014 रे all India service conduct rule ro amendment ହେଇଥିଲା. In that also focus is given to increase the anonymity. ଏଇଟା ଟିକେ ଲେଖିବାର ଥିଲା, intro ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହେଇଥିଲେ maybe 13 mark ଆସିଥାନ୍ତା. ହେଲା, the reason କାହିଁକି 2 mark କମ ଆସିଲା ମୁଁ କହିଦେଲି ଏଠି. A, civil service to play a positive role. नहीं ऑफिशियल सिक्रेट सेटा सुनो सेटा अलगा एटा ऑल इंडिया सर्विस कंडक्ट रूल गोटे क्वेश्चन आसीतिला नहीं सिक्रेट किछि नहीं ऑफिशियल सिक्रेट एक्ट रिलेटेड किछि नहीं ऑल इंडिया सर्विस कंडक्ट रूल रो अमेंड हेतिला 2014 रे देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन देखि दोचे एटी अछि तो क्वेश्चन आई हैव शो यू द क्वेश्चन look at this. The government of India recently issued All India Service Conduct Rule to make bureaucrat politically neutral, honest, impartial, and maintain high ethical standard. Yes, this is. And here you need to write this report. Fourth report. Ethics in Governance. And Mohit Bhattacharya Nada likhibar thila. Mohit Bhattacharya. And recently we found in many states, the opposition accused that the civil service violate the concept of anonymity and always in the forefront. It was a criticism faced by bureaucracy in present context. You have missed 2-3 points. Acha, civil service should play a positive role in poverty alleviation and social empowerment. Civil service is strong appropriately. It is role of executive selected on the basis of merit, recruitment system to work for development of people in general and for deprived, exploit and distrust in particular. The administrative ethics suggest by Nolan committee integrity, selfishness, openness, leadership, objectivity, honesty, accountability. The idea of selflessness, integrity suggests the aim of public service, which is here to safeguard the right of all and provide them protection in non-partisan manner from any kind of violation. The civil servant should be trained through visible training, sensitivity training, uh, to be all area of government role of civil servant, sensitivity, professionalism, target-based approach, identification of disempower and support through government initiative, way forward accountability, responsibility, human action, organizational goal. अच्छा कौन मिस ହେଲା କହୁଛି ମୁଁ ଦେଖ civil service positive role in poverty alleviation and social empowerment. अच्छा तो एठी टिके हमें कोन लिखितांदा we have to write about Indian Constitution. It has section B ro अछि just one line. Indian Constitution is welfare. It is a welfare state. Hela constitutionalism and civil service is the instrument of the state to fulfill the ethos of constitution, and civil service is the trained, efficient, knowledgeable, capable, merit based workforce which can bring positive role in poverty alleviation and social empowerment. एटा टिके खाली ऐड करा हितांता बाकी सिविल सर्विस आउ कोन हितांता सिविल सर्विस रो रोल social empowerment or poverty alleviation rate positive role because civil service play a role in policy formulation, policy implementation, policy evaluation. grievance redressal mechanism of citizen. It ensures that citizens enjoy their fundamental right. It citizen participation in governance. देखो poverty elevation केतेबेले हबो poverty elevation केतेबेले हबो जेतेबेले गवर्नमेंट लोकंकु एम्प्लॉयमेंट दबो poverty multidimensional poverty niti ayog has give this report that तो से दृष्टि रे तो poverty elevation civil service रो केमती रोल हबो civil service policy formulation भल से करिवो policy implementation ठीक से करिवो and proper evaluation and feedback कले ए पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी जो पॉलिसी टा की पॉवर्टी एलिविएशन पाई दरकार सेटा ठीक हे पाला नै सो वी नीड सम रिफॉर्म एंड सोशल एम्पावरमेंट माने कोन अगेन एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ द बैकवर्ड एससी एसटी हला वुमेन हला ओल्ड हला सेमानकर एम्पावरमेंट इज सोशल एम्पावरमेंट वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट तो हाउ इट एंश्योर दैट अगेन इट इज थ्रू डिफरेंट पॉलिसी it is through redress grievance tome gote old ro grievance address karibo gote women ro grievance redress karibo automatically they feel empowered you ensure that everyone enjoy their fundamental right they empower hijibe you ensure citizens participation in administration social empowerment hijibo देखो गोटे सोशल एम्पावरमेंट माने कोन सोशल एम्पावरमेंट माने एवरी सेक्शन सोसाइटी रे जो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन अछि सोसाइटी रे जो स्ट्रैटिफिकेशन अछि if that stratification is fulfilled social empowerment ହେଇଯିବ and that again ki karibo civil service karibo because it is the face of government it is a government in action it is the first line interface between citizen and government you should write that ହେଲା ए देखो civil service आसी गला माने ना whatever you have written एटा माने एटा कहा आइछि कि सिविल सर्विस रो कैरेक्टर बुझो कांसेप्ट एटा सिविल सर्विस रो एमती होबा कथा ओपननेस लीडरशिप बट एटा हेले सिविल सर्विस एटा कोन दिस इज टू डेवलप एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन सिविल सर्विस रो कैपेसिटी बढ़िबो बट करिवो केमती सेल्फलेसनेस होबो हां इट इज टू ऑल इंक्रीज कैपेसिटी प्रोफेशनलिज्म टारगेट बेस्ड but demand of this question is you are not satisfied demand ta fulfill hela nahi that poverty alleviation of social empowerment केमिति करिवो सिविल सर्विस आ गुटे कथा सुनो एवरीवन आ गुटे म तुमको कहि दउची माने हाउ टू कनेक्ट तमे देखो कि गुटे क्वेश्चन टा ना जेतेबेले तुमको लागुची गुटे क्वेश्चन कोन मागी छी हाउ टू फाइंड इट तमे देखो कि गुटे क्वेश्चन टा कोटू आसी छी ओपीएससी क्लियर कर दी भाई सेक्शन बी रे पांचटा यूनिट अछि पेपर 2 सेक्शन बी रे सिविल सर्विस कंट्रोल ओवर पब्लिक एक्सपेंडिचर प्लानिंग वेलफेयर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन मेजर इश्यू इन इंडियन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन बेस तो तुम धरी दियो कि सिविल सर्विस आसी माने को यूनिट रो आसी पेपर पेपर 2 रो यूनिट 6 रो आसी सिविल सर्विस जोटी कि ऑल इंडिया सर्विस सेंट्रल सर्विस all these things are there and they are the role they play role of all india service role of central service बेस सेई टू उठे की आंसर लिखो कि सिविल सर्विस शुड पॉजिटिव रोल इन पॉवर्टी एलिवेशन सोशल एम्पावरमेंट जोटी भी फसुच तमे जाओ कि को यूनिट रो क्वेश्चन आसीची एंड रिकॉल कि से यूनिट रो एसेंस कोन फॉर एग्जांपल अकाउंटेबिलिटी एंड कंट्रोल तार एसेंस कोन व्हाट इज द एसेंस ऑफ दिस यूनिट हाउ टू मेक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन अकाउंटेबल वेलफेयर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रो एसेंस कोन कि हाउ टू एंश्योर वेलफेयर ऑफ सिटीजन the administration led welfare program is welfare administration so you always focus on the essence कि गोटे यूनिट गोटे पर्टिकुलर प्रोवाइड रो गोटे यूनिट तार गोटे निष्कर्ष अछि तार गोटे फाइनल आउटकम अछि कि दिस इज द एम दिस यूनिट वांट टू जस्टिफाई दिस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव इंप्रूवमेंट टेक्निक ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव रिफॉर्म तार निष्कर्ष कोन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को केमती वाइब्रेंट करिवो एफिशिएंट करिवो देखो सब यूनिट रो ना किछि गोटे निष्कर्ष अछि निष्कर्ष माने आउटकम अछि so whenever you face problem in any particular question, connect it कि ए क्वेश्चन टा को यूनिट रो से यूनिट रो निष्कर्ष कोन सेटा कनेक्ट कर दियो तुमको किछि क्वेश्चन पॉसिबल आई चैलेंज तमे यदि कनेक्ट कर देलो कि ए पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन टा ए यूनिट रो आसीची आउ असुविधा होबनी समाज मुख्य धूपकाठी भक्त भगवान कनेक्शन तमे सेमती यदि कनेक्ट कर देलो कनेक्ट जेमिति को मूवी रे अवतार अवतार मूवी रे केमती कनेक्ट करथिले से भगवान साइ कनेक्ट कर जाउथिले से माने तमे सेमती कनेक्ट करो पॉवर्ड को अच्छा हो सी in control of public expenditure CAG play a very vital role. CAG is constitutional body article 48 misnomer in India because uh, he doesn't prompt the expenditure or earmark the activity of हाँ बुझुचे बुझुचे जोग्राफी टा बहुत मारी देइछि समस्त मारी छै माने जेमती ब्रिटिशर माने टॉर्चर करथिले जोग्राफी आजिकल सेमती टॉर्चर करूछि समस्त एवरीवन एग्री एंड यस बहुत पिला कहले कि जोग्राफी पेपर 1 परे पबेड लेखी हेला बट पबेड पेपर 1 परे जोग्राफी पेपर लेखी हे न थांदा तमे फोकस ही करि पारि न थांदा जोग्राफी लेखी ही पारि न थांदा the name CAG is misnomer. He doesn't promote expenditure. The activity of audit only after the expert. हाँ सही थी मैंने कि मार्क तुम्हारा कमी आई चे हो. Position of CAG appointed by president. अच्छा. Auditing function audit public expenditure. अच्छा. Function. The audit action of CAG in vital function because it promote uh, transparency, instill confidence in government, accountability. The CAG report table parliament, audit private entities. CAG is called guardian of public purse. Limitation starting रो ही limitation लिखी दीजिए. CAG is called guardian of public purse. B.R. Ambedkar, incapacity, unsound mind. ଏଇଟା ବି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହେଇପାରିଥାନ୍ତା. CAG ର proper limitation लिखिଥାନ୍ତ. CAG ର proper limitation post-mortem. It cannot control the expenditure before it happen. ହେଲା. And recommendation of CAG is not binding. Still, 13 mark ଦେଇଛି ଠିକ ଅଛି you have written everything but ଆଉ ଟିକେ precise ହେଇ ପାରିଥାନ୍ତା CAG ର limitation ଟିକେ ଲେଖା ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା. Question number 1 D. The district planning committee has a constitutional mandate for socio-economic development at grassroots level. The democratic decentralization was started by Lord Ripon, who was called father of local self-government, but the rural local self-government always existed in a different form theory throughout India, as suggested first ARC and Hanumant Rao committee and Dantewala committee. Decentralization of planning system was considered the planning hierarchy, parliament, NDC, state planning board, district planning committee, metropolitan planning committee. The district planning committee, article 243, which suggests formation of committee, MLA MP, district planning committee, collect village level planning, block level planning. The village level planning supported by DPC can be recently seen aspirational district program, aspirational block program. The program are modeled from grassroots development. The constitution thus mandate the existence of DPC, which is present district. अच्छा सेकेंड एआरसी एठी भी लिखा ही था सेकेंड एआरसी है ना इथरे खाली सेकेंड एआरसी टी एंड कर था कि सेकेंड एआरसी it want more authority to district planning committee so that the notion and aspirational district program ठीक है नीति आयोग ऊपर मेंशन ही था आंसर सेकेंड एआरसी एंड अप्रोच ऑफ नीति एटा हितले आ गोटे मार्क 2 मार्क आसंदा cabinet secretary is responsible for administration of government of India cabinet secretary. The cabinet secretary is the topmost bureaucrat in the central government. He is first among the equal to hold this place. He lead cabinet. He leads. He had cabinet secretariat. Assists the PM and cabinet minister. Acha, all you have written all point. ठीक ଅଛି. The office of cabinet secretary has been under concern due to rising prominence of prime minister office and principal secretary. The PMO being residual legatee, advised PM on several matters. Cabinet secretary should not expected to intermediate because he is responsible of civil service in the cabinet. Representative. Way forward, the cabinet secretary can rework the role of way forward. Second ARC. Second ARC 10th report. ହେଲା ଏଇଟା ରିପୋର୍ଟ ମାନେ ବି କ୍ୟାବିନେଟ ସେକ୍ରେଟାରୀ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ରିୱାର୍କ ଅନ୍ ରୋଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ କ୍ୟାବିନେଟ ସେକ୍ରେଟାରୀ conscience keeper of government work directly with ministry of representative cabinet power or status may be given to cabinet secretary ନାଇଁ 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 এটা ଟିକେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ରିଫର୍ମ ହବ ହେଲା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର୍ସ ରେକମେଣ୍ଡେସନ ଏ ସବୁ କହି ନାହିଁ ଫେର ବି 13 ଆଣିଛ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହବ ଯୋଉଠି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହବ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହବ ଯୋଉଠି ଭଲ ଅଛି ପୁରା ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଓକେ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ B DPSP transformation content of Indian administration state question DPSP is feature of Indian constitution. It projects the philosophy aspect of the constitution, revoke around aspect of welfare of citizen. Uh, these directives are for state to apply for welfare but not justiciable. ठीक अच्छी socialist principle, liberal intellectual principle, Gandhian principle. What does it signify? Idealistic stand, humanitarian, progressive, future oriented, aspect, question, protect. हाँ I would kind of miss what you missed. You need to write something that how government कौन step ନେଇଛି DPSP को fulfill କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯେମିତି PRI ହେଲା National Council of ST National Council of Women ସବୁଥିରୁ ଦୁଇ ଦୁଇଟା ମାନେ socialist principle ପାଇଁ କଣ Gandhian ପାଇଁ କଣ liberal intellectual ପାଇଁ କଣ the government has taken this initiative to ensure fulfillment of the DPSP সেটা ଟିକେ লেখা ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା Uniform Civil Code yes. that you have missed. So 12, 13, 12, 37, 40 ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା minimum wage yes ସବୁ ଜାଣିଛ ସମସ୍ତେ ସବୁ ଜାଣିଛ ହଁ but question 2 federalism is the best understood as a method of huh as a method of promoting self rule देखो federalism ମାନେ self rule ମାନେ यूनिट ନିଜକୁ ନିଜେ ରୁଲ କରିବ ସେଣ୍ଟର ନିଜକୁ ନିଜେ ରୁଲ କରିବ shared rule concurrent list balancing interest of nation with that of region federal politics dynamics of federal politics federation article 1 kahi according to article 1 India is a union of state India is neither a unitary country neither a federal country according to Casey where it is a quasi federal country based on Canada kahi ମୁଁ ଏଠି କାହିଁକି କହୁଛି ମୁଁ କାହିଁକି କହୁଛି ଏସବୁ, ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି ଫେଡେରାଲ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଦେଖିବ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚେନ୍ ହେଲା, ଫେଡେରାଲିଜମ ଦେଖିଲା ମାନେ ଏଇଟା ଅଟୋମେଟିକ ଆସିଯିବା କଥା। According to Article 1, India is a union of state. It is neither a federal country, not a unitary country. According to KC, where it is a quasi-federal country, and it is based on Canada's aspect of federalism. And Indian federalism is tilted towards the union or center, or we can call it a centralized federalism. Intro खतरनाक लेखो, तमे डायरेक्ट फेडरल फीचर को पळे आछो। फेडरलिज्म इज द एक्जिस्टिंग ऑफ टू मोर पावर सेंटर। इंडियन फेडरल इज यूनिक बिकॉज तमे इंटरनेशनल खेलोनी ब्रजेश, ए रणजी पिला को भलिया आंसर लेखुछो। तमे इंटरनेशनल खेली के आसिलणी, इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर। दिस इज रणजी प्लेयर आंसर। आ गोटे टेस्ट मैच खेली के आसी की, हां स्टार्टिंग ठीक है नहीं। Federal feature of the constitution ठीक अच्छी, rigid independent judiciary, legislation, financial autonomy, unitary feature, song status single. But the unitary federal debate put to rest when political thinker Casey said India is a quasi-federal state. Starting Rohitanta, the federal feature of Indian constitution provide a sense of autonomy to state in some aspect. Of administration and legislation, but the country is a single unit. The Indian federal self-rule, shared rule in the self-rule, the state are made independent to rule a geographic region. ठीक अच्छी federal picture. Some central action limit the federal aspect, but it they are autonomous, but center is much larger entity. Shared rule. The center's relationship can be centralized federalism, confronting federalism, cooperative, ठीक अच्छी, centralized federalism, be confronting power center device, ठीक अच्छी, cooperative federalism, NDC, competitive federalism, cooperative federalism, नीति promote cooperative and competitive federalism, तापर एबे combative federalism, coercive, एटा जोटा हमें क्लास रे डिस्कशन करथिला, combative and coercive federalism, तापर need more interaction through several platform, आईटी लिखिछो zonal council, delineation of federal limit, judicial again, competitive federalism, नीति आयोग, एठी भी समान कोना होबो ना, सरकारिया commission, पुंची commission, second ARC, here also you can write. हेलो एठी भी लिखा ही तांता सरकारिया पुंची आउ second ARC, because center federalism, this is about federalism. Federalism means center state relation, analyzing dynamic of federalism, dynamic पूरा लिखिछो तमे कि there are four type of federalism, एथि भी से evaluator satisfied हेइ थिबो। एटा सबले लिखिबो कि combative federalism, recent from newspaper report we found this combative federalism, coercive federalism, and एठी सरकारिया पुंची सेकेंड ARC, जोटी भी फेडरेशन सेंटर स्टेट कथा उठिला सरकारिया पुंची आसीबे, जेतेबेले फेडरेशन क्वेश्चन लिखिबो आर्टिकल 1 रो स्टार्ट करिवो। ओके, सो ठीक देछि मार्क हेलो, माने ना ना किसी ने देखो एवरी क्वेश्चन, जेतेबेले क्वेश्चन गुटे मागिछि फेडरलिज्म मागिला, तापरे 7 रे एटा अलगा सेंटर स्टेट कोऑपरेशन फेडरलिज्म तो किसी असुविधा नहीं देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम ओके तो आउट इंप्रूवमेंट ही था हैला 169 एटी सबुथिरे बढ़ी था क्वेश्चन एटा भी 180 ही था 170 जगह रे आउ 10-15 मार्क बढ़ी था एंड टोटल 373 80 आसी पारि था ओके